Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be speaking about foot positioning with shin angles and how that either leads to efficient or inefficient changes of direction. We want to think about our bodies like water. So if water hits a dam, the angle and position of the dam is going to determine which way that water gets returned. Just like with my foot and shin angle, if I've got good positive shin angles back towards where I want to go and the position of my foot directs where I want to go, I'm going to get a lot of that energy being returned in the form of an explosive change of direction, just like this. So for example, if I'm a wide receiver running a curl route, or I'm a basketball player doing a step back, what we want to think about is, first things first, I want my shin angle on that change of direction to point me back towards where I want to go. The second thing is I want my foot to be perpendicular to where I'm trying to change direction. So if I'm running a curl route, I'm going to stick my foot in the ground this way. It's telling me I'm going there, and I'm going to turn back for the ball. If I'm a ball player, I'm going to do a step back. I'm just going to go ahead and sit my foot into the ground, and that's going to direct me back. So there you have it. It's two ways to think about changes of direction being efficient. Is one, shin angle directs you, and two, foot positioning. Let's get into a couple of examples of how we can overload that pattern to get more out of it in the gym, so we can go ahead and do it on the court or the field. My first exercise is just going to be a very simple, small level of eccentric, so on the way down, loading onto the leg where I'm trying to change direction. I don't want this to look like a step back or a cut back or anything like that. So what I want to make sure that I'm doing is I'm pushing back off that foot and landing onto in a nice, safe position. So the focus is as much power out of that bottom position as possible. So here we go. I'm just going to start forward. We're going to practice turning my foot in. As soon as it hits the ground, I'm going to jump back this way as fast as I can. And I've got to make sure I turn my foot back towards perpendicular to where I want to go. Just like that. We're going to go again. Set the foot, drive back. The next exercise is just going to be a simple progressive version of the first one. The first one, I didn't have much momentum going into it, so I want to be, obviously as an athlete moving at high speeds, I want to make sure that we can overcome those sorts of forces. So have a little bit of a run up into it, take one big hard push into that dam step, and then come back to where I came from. Just like that. It's going to take a little bit longer to load into it, and hopefully as you get more explosive, you're going to be better in that change. But again, just take a few steps, big push, stick it, come back. Now the third progression is just going to be working with a little bit of overload in that eccentric. So all that we're going to go ahead and do is have an object right here pulling me forward now. So I've got a little bit more acceleration going into that eccentric, and then I'm going to try and overcome that, push back as far as I can. Remember to turn the foot and get positive shin angles going back to where you want to go.